Good morning, you beautiful people. Welcome back to yet another episode of Talking TVL. My name is Breona Winn. I'm your digital host, and if you do not know what this is our pre-show to the lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Happy Tuesday. As you may have figured, or if you remembered from our pre-show on Friday, we did not have a live show yesterday, but hey, guess what? We are back. We're better than ever, and we have a cool show lined up for you today. But before we dive into that, let's rewind our brains all the way back to Friday. Okay, if you or a loved one, I feel like an infomercial here, if you or a loved one enjoys golfing and you are a golfer at the Ledges, you may realize that they have got a new chef on the property, and we got to talk with him firsthand. And hey, this is what I do for the pre-shows. You get a little sneak peek at what goes on TVL or a recap of what you've missed. So this is a recap. I have the video for you, so let's take a quick look and we'll go from there.
I spent most of my career in New York City. Huntsville wasn't on my roadmap in life. I was working with a recruiter, wanted to leave New York City. Got a call from the GM of this club, Bob Clark. Drove down here and immediately loved it when I came here. What I'm hoping to do with the menu here at Ledges is really focus on the best ingredients I can get. For instance, I brought up beef that's raised in Georgia, akuyashu. It's a form of wagyu that's raised here domestically. My background is Italian, my family from Sicily. I love cooking Italian food, so they'll be seeing a lot of Italian dishes up here. I'm doing my grandmother's meatball and spaghetti that's on the menu right now. So it's gonna be a lot of Italian food, a lot of Mediterranean. Of course, you'll have your standard steak and potatoes that the clubs like, really good burgers. I've been baking bread now for about 13 years. Hope to be not only doing focaccia, but doing our burger buns and every other baked goods we can fit in up here. We'll kind of have a menu change 4 times a year with the seasons and cover all the bases, and then each week we'll do specials. These are Indian skull prawns. They're from Australia. They're nice and sweet. A little Malden salt, some fresh cracked pepper. What I look for is really good ingredients. And then my job as a chef is not to mess it up. Sophisticated simplicity, I would say. This is extra virgin olive oil, some lemon zest, pine nuts that are toasted, and some Parmesan Reggiano. And I'm gonna serve it with heirloom tomatoes with a basil and parsley oil. And then I finish it with a little bit more of that fresh pesto. And that's a dish.
Listen, I love a good heirloom tomato. I love it. That's one of my favorite snacks these days. You take the tomato, you slice that bad boy up, a little extra virgin olive oil or EVOO if you're professional like me, a little salt, a little pepper, maybe even a little bit of lemon juice as well. It's quite divine. But shout out to Chef Philip. That food looks amazing. I did not know that he had like that Italian background. Me and my sister, we have found quite the fascination with the country of Italy. So maybe we can make our way up to the Ledges and get a nice bite to eat. I'm not quite sure if it's membership only or how that works, but if I can make my way up the hill, I will definitely be doing that, okay? Well, after the break, we're gonna do a quick rundown of what today's episode of Tennessee Valley is looking like. Give me 60 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, 60 seconds is not too painful. Welcome back. Okay, first up on the show, we've got Flourish Fine Art Gallery. They're stopping by to share their vision for the art gallery, how they support local artists, and upcoming events and workshops that you can be a part of. So make sure that you're tuning into the show for the details on that. They'll be on around 11:15, so you can mark your head for that timing. Also, listen, I love guessing games. If you do not know me, one fun fact about Breona Winn, she loves guessing games. So I'm gonna play a video and guess in the comments. I have it pulled up over here on my Facebook and my YouTube. But guess in the comments, who do you think the next guest is going to be today? Again, I'm playing the video. Just take a guess, take a wild gander, and we'll go from there.
My wayward son, don't you cry no more. Dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. How long to the point of no return?
Okay, did we get our guesses? Did we get our guesses? Listen, at this point, I'm just gonna give you the answer. Ronnie Platt, he is the lead vocalist for the Kansas band. He's stepping in the Zoom room today. He's gonna talk with Peyton just about his experience being in the band, his life, so much more. I know he was recently diagnosed with cancer. I can't say too recent, but we'll talk about that. We'll just dive deep into this, and I think it's super cool because Kansas band, that's an iconic band. And Denise, if you're watching, she's one of my coworkers. She is a lover of all of the musics and whatnot, so I would definitely have to tell her to tune in at 11:30. And if you or a loved one, just like I said for that golf, if you or a loved one are a lover of the music, so make sure you're tuning in at 11:30 to hear from Mr. Ronnie himself about his experience with the Kansas band. And then, listen, we are going to round the show out by filling our bellies with a delicious meal from our friends over at Puckett's in Coleman. They're a barbecue joint, and the food is great, to say the least. So today they're going to show off their piggy mac, which I have a picture right here that looks delicious. I see a little meat, a little mac and cheese, a little cornbread over there closer to the top of the picture. So this is the perfect place to swing by on your way to Rock the South. Again, their food is amazing. Last time they came on was April, kind of like end of April, ahead of the Coleman Strawberry Festival, and they were participants in the festival, and they made like a strawberry barbecue pulled pork sandwich situation, which if you want the recipe and all the things, head over to tvliving.com for the full interview. But for the sake of today, I do have a video of them making their mojo pasta, which was also a hit here in the station and in their restaurant as well. So let's take a look.
For their legendary barbecue, live music, and Southern classics in the heart of Coleman. But today, we are diving into a dish with a little bit of a twist. Michelle and Gable here with us to now bring a little Mardi Gras flair to this March 4th Tuesday. Guys, welcome to the show. This is looking great. We're making something called mojo pasta.
Yes.
And I've seen some photos, and it's got more ingredients than I can even imagine. So, Michelle, here, you're going to whip it up for us. Tell us how we go about this. Where are we starting?
So first we start with some butter to season our skillet. We're going
Okay.
to throw in our smoked chicken.
Wow. Y'all do that in-house?
Yes.
We do.
Our
Okay.
andouille sausage and some rock shrimp.
Beautiful.
We're going to season it with some Cajun season.
Y'all fix that yourselves, too?
The Cajun season is a blend, a Puckett's blend. that we have.
Puckett's blend
Yes, ma'am.
specialty. You got a
We
lot of
have
good.
those right here on sale as well. You can check out our
Perfect.
merchandise.
I love that. Again, so buy those seasonings. I've got a lot of good meats in here. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
yes.
Sometimes we got pastas and I'm like, this is just noodles and I need something a little heartier.
No,
All
this
right.
is a very hearty pasta.
This
so
is
we'll
great.
let this cook for a minute, get all warm.
Okay, and this is
And
a
then-
newer menu item.
It
Gable,
is.
I'll chat with you
Yes.
kind of during this while these are cooking. You've
Yes.
got some, again, great new menu items there at the restaurant. What else can people grab?
So people can grab one of our new menu items is our smoked turkey melt. We just added that along with our mojo pasta. It's a wonderful item that we smoke our own turkey in house.
Beautiful.
They can also get from one of our new menu items our fried green tomatoes, which is a great Southern classic. We make in house.
those.
Another new menu item that we have that is really a good item in my opinion is our nachos. We just added some topping, barbecue salad topping on that, which has corn, as well as our pickled onions, some cilantro, jalapenos. So our nachos are out of this world.
Gable, that's not enough places sell nachos, let me tell you what. So thank you to Puckett's for stepping in and making that possible. Okay, Michelle, I'm going to bring it back to you because you've added quite a few more ingredients
Yes.
here. We got kind of a red sauce base. What have we added?
That is our Creole sauce. We make that in-house. It has fresh okra, lots of seasonings, a little bit of spice to it, but it's very delicious. And then we also added
it.
sauteed onions and peppers.
Wow.
So
we
we're
got
gonna-
all the food groups in this. We
Yes.
got some good meats, we got good veggies, a little bit of cream we just threw in there.
Yes, the
Yes.
heavy whipping cream.
Okay, that
So
might
we'll add
balance
that.
out some of the spice too.
It'll give it a cream sauce.
Okay, because some people, they're a little hesitant about spicy
Oh yeah,
things.
it's not bad. I'm not
Okay.
much of a spicy person, but I love our mojo pasta.
Okay.
It was one of my favorite dishes when we brought out the new menu.
Beautiful.
So then we just throw our pasta in there.
And so you throw in kind of this obviously cooked pasta here.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
kind of the best method you stress for? What's kind of the number one ingredient or tip for people making this dish at home?
To pre-cook as much as you can,
Okay.
but we'll cook our pasta and our sauce ahead of time.
Okay.
So it makes it faster on the line.
Okay.
But it's a really simple dish. It's
I have
really
seen
delicious.
that style where you kind of have, I've even seen some people, they throw in almost like a raw pasta and have the sauce be so
Yes.
Oh,
hot that
that's-
the sauce
yeah.
itself kind of cooks the noodle. But again, slightly pre-cooked and then kind of let the sauce
Oh,
mixture do
yes.
the rest. Wow, this is just
blend it together.
continuing
there.
on. Okay, so we're doing that, and I guess we got some
So-
top and fixins. You said
Yes.
you did add some okra, and we top it with fried okra
Yes,
over here
we
as well.
have fresh okra in our pasta sauce, and then we top it with the fried okra on top.
Y'all,
So
I
we'll put
love
it in our bowl here.
Beautiful. I'm plating it up. So gorgeous. And we do want to stress again, y'all serving this now for Mardi Gras. Is this going to stay on the menu for
This
a
is
little bit?
on
yes.
the menu,
Okay.
absolutely.
So y'all come on down and definitely try it at Puckett's, and then we're
So-
fixing it and doctoring it up. Oh, that is
Put our
so
little
beautiful.
okra there, and then sprinkle it with some green onions.
Gorgeous.
And it's like a Parmesan cheese, but it's called cachata cheese.
Cachata.
And
Okay.
then your 2 little corn cakes here.
Corn. I do want to stress these are corn
you go.
cakes. Y'all got a T-shirt that say it's not a pancake.
It's not a
corn
pancake.
cake.
Yes, it's not a pancake.
How do
it's
you
a corn
fix
cake.
those exactly?
So they're kind of like a cornbread with.
Okay, just for the sake of it, I mean, you kind of get the gist. And if you want to watch the rest of the interview, there's about a minute left of it. Head over to tvliving.com, search bar, type in Puckett's, Coleman, Alabama. And every interview that we've ever done with them is going to be right there at your leisure, okay? But that is it. That's all I have for you today. It is 10:12, which means you have 48 minutes. Yeah, 48 minutes until the show starts at 11. So you've got some time to do some things. I highly recommend, if you did not watch the Tony Awards on Sunday evening, make time to go do so. It was quite the production. I'm telling you right now, Cynthia Erivo, she was the host of the production, the show. It was amazing. But guys, Hamilton turned 10, and they performed at the Tonys, the entire original cast. Everyone was there. I mean, I know they made rumors and whatnot that Anthony wasn't going to be there, but he ended up showing up last minute, like a little fourth quarter move. Oh, it was amazing. I had chills. Me and my sister were just dancing by the TV, and then I woke up Monday morning and I'm just rewatching it. I'm probably going to rewatch it again today because it was just that good. But not only that, there was the BET Award that happened last night, which was quite interesting. I will say, a lot of award shows have just gone down. I will say the Tonys for me, in my professional 24-year-old opinion, okay, again, take it with a grain of salt is what I'm saying, but they just, the Tonys is the most consistent award show to me as far as personality of it all goes. Like, it's always been fun, but your award shows like the Grammys and the BET Awards, and I feel like it's slowly declining. However, last night, in the clips that I have seen, I did not get to watch it fully from start to finish, but the clips that I did see, it seems like it's going back up a little bit. Because, I don't know, at some point you saw the difference between the celebrities showing up to get their awards versus just, I don't know, kind of like a prom for influencers. I don't know. But I feel like things are looking back up in the award show category. But maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow on Talking TV. I'll take like 3 minutes and we'll chat about it. However, now it is 10:14. So you do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for the show, and I will see you at 11 on your screens for an all-new episode of Tennessee Valley Living. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.